You know, like I've been working on like beats, different things. Different things I've been like chopping up samples and beats I'm working on for like new songs. Sometimes I'm not even in the space for like new albums and all that yet because the business aspects of what I'm trying to structure myself to do is like it's taking me a little bit longer to find, to kind of find that rhythm. But it's cool though, cause like I know I'm going in the right direction. Sometimes it's not like necessarily right on point, but like I know the direction is right. I'm dancing between multiple different categories. I found myself, troubleshooting a lot. I was working on a beat, and I haven't worked with this particular sample in a minute, and it was just like it was kind of confusing me because I couldn't find why it wouldn't chop the way I wanted to chop it. I've been kind of out of practice from machine for a little minute. It's been a minute since I've been like actually, making beats and everything else. So let me see if I can get it going. Hold up.
My skin glow like Ethiopian gold. I'm told I'm worth as much before the diamonds. Most won't catch it, I'm cold. My thesis for living is preemptive vision. Hoes check me for that vision. Peep how I pimp the sentence. A thief of wisdom, meaning I keep the still for niggas. Thinking they back teeth won't be exposed for forensics. My only mantra to seek an option is stocked in high percentage. And people robbing givens before the box. Tie sun in it, I'm laced though. Porsche Cayenne whipping. The king's horses look good with just the stock iron slippers. Restaurant business, I need to check the digits, so I should visit. Use the staff entrance, my investor privilege. Sushi with truffle shavings, I snatch from the kitchen table. A pair of stilettos emerge from where you hardly able to see. Way back, that was me. She on the spot now. Still got my heart now. I wonder if.
So I remember like I was trying to find the chop, but I couldn't like understand why it wasn't. Hold up. Now I think right around here, I think I changed it. Let me see. Yeah, that's I think that's supposed to be this pattern. Let me see. Let me go back a little bit. Let's see. Yes, it's like, again, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's there, kinda, but not really. Like I had it before. I chopped that sample up before because it's Ocean's 11. I was watching Ocean's 12. One of them. I think it's Ocean's 12. I was watching Ocean's 12, and I heard that like something was by the bridge. Brad Pitt was like by the bridge, and he was like looking at something. Then the music came. I was like, that's kind of dope right there. So I was, got it, boom, flipped it, this and that. And I chopped it up before, but I couldn't find how I chopped it up. If I chopped it up before, I saved it. And then something happened. I don't think I saved the samples or something like that. I might not have saved the samples, and that's like an important thing, music production, save the samples. So the samples are there with your chop, you know what I mean? Because you say the song, but then now your samples are somewhere different, you know what I mean? So then I didn't remember the exact way I chopped the samples, and then I tried to re-chop it with this way, and it's like, it's there, but not really. So, I gotta kind of go fine tune how I want to do this again. And, it's like, it's there, it's cool. I like it, but like how I first had it was like, this is dope. And, you know, so I got some verses over it and like a hook and all this. And it's cool. It's something cool. But I did it like a year or two ago. It's been a minute, I think. It was probably like 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Rolling, I was like, all right, boom, I'm gonna have something for that. It's like, you know, a nice little 16. No, matter of fact, it's two verses, whatever. But you know, it was just like the idea. Like I bounced this as an idea. You know, wrote the verses, but I never like recorded nothing. You know what I mean? So I just had like, all right, boom, boom, I wrote it in my phone, this and that. When I went back to find the child, I'm like, what the fuck is happening, son? I couldn't find. I'm like, yo, B, what is? So this is like a lot of it, like, you know what I mean? And then, you know, if I don't have like a real structure around what I'm, you know, releasing and how to, you know, market and this and that, it's just like you just put it up and it's just like, you know, it's half mixed. Just some half mixed shit with bars. It's like nobody give a fuck. It's like it's so much music and shit coming out. If you don't really understand how to navigate, you know, attention, it's like it's cool, you know what I mean? Well, yo, even if it's fire, it could be crazy, like super bar down to, you know what I mean? You could go ill, but there's no story, there's no packaging of like the whole idea. And sometimes visuals play but not all the time, but visuals can play a great deal of part. But the quality of the audio, the storyline, this and that. And then if you just got one, like it's just a dope song, like oh all right, and then if they go try to hear something else, you didn't put so much energy into that one little thing. It's like, oh, all right, that was dope. They like it, yo, fire, in the comments, whatever, and they're like, all right, that's it. So I was like, man, let me learn what the fuck I'm doing, B. It's a cat named Travis. I think his last name is O'Quinn, but he's the business partner of Tech Nine, rapper Tech Nine. His brand is Strange Music. So his business partner Travis something. I forgot his last name. I think it's O'Quinn or something. It could be something different altogether. I might be fucking it up. But so he said the music is like 20% of the most important part. Or like he said the music is 20% of your career. Now it's the most important 20%, but it's still 80% business. And that made me be like, yo, all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like almost, that might be like Pareto's Law or one of them Greek philosophers. They all stole shit. But anyway, Pareto's Law or somebody's law, whoever it is, like, 20% of anything produces 80% of the results of whatever the, a field or industry you're talking about. I understand, like, the music is it. But everybody that's really successful, from an industry standpoint, independent, whatever. And that's music, that's films, that's books, I've heard this same concept in mad different ways. No matter the industry and the medium of creativity, especially with creative stuff. But even if it's not product wise, it's like you can make the dope product, but if you don't know how to get it to people, if you don't know how to, that's the workload. You know what I mean? So I work on, creative shit, music, books, this, that, film ideas, this and that. But at the same time, it's like I'm building like systems for myself to be more productive, admin, aspects of like project management software, Notion, how to like create templates for myself in Canva. So I'm like not, trying to recreate the same thumbnails all the time. You know what I mean? I could batch create different concepts of content stuff where it's not like bullshit content, like little motivational quotes, of like things that anybody could do with AI. But it's like, even if I am batch creating and this is like a motivational quote, like it falls in line with the story that my brand is telling, then it makes a difference. This all the stuff I've been like learning, all the stuff I've been like, putting to use. But, that was where I was at with the beat. Like, it's still something, I'm still probably going to do something with it eventually, but I have to get a lot more organized with the creative systems. Like not only making beats, but like organizing my, file structure and folder structure. So this shit don't happen again. You know what I'm saying? And I lose the sample, I got to re-chop, you know what I mean? It was just like a lot. Like, how the fuck I do that before? Chopped it, I put this there, so. that's the creative process. It's the same thing with almost other, you spar, you're martial arts, you're a boxer, you're whatever. Some days you go to the gym, get popped up. You know what I mean? It's just coming there like, yo, what happened to your eyes, son? No, it's sparring. It's like, okay. It's just what it is. That's you learn, grow, but So, yeah, man. That's where I'm at with it. Like, that's where my focus really is. Like, the website I'm building for my brand, it's not even done. You know what I mean? But I just been like, all of this stuff. Like all of this stuff, all of these aspects of it, the banner, the this and that, and it's minute to a lot of other people. It's like, but it took me a lot of work to kind of figure out the wireframing and this and that, and then what products, would work well. These are blogs that will be, like I said before, the themes that I'm kind of going for, like as opposed to just creating content, like, this is content that has, a purpose that leads to, things that help other creatives. Because, like I said, I wish I had somebody that was doing what I'm trying to do 7 years ago. Like, it would have helped me, like, tremendously. Like, yo, start with what your brand concept is, this and that, boom, boom. What are you actually trying to do? What's the business model you think is going to work best for you? You know what I mean? So, some topics will be around business, some will be around music, some will be around filmmaking, some around content creation, and then World of Touch, again, is the IP I've created. I don't just look at it as just like, yo, this is like a little book you did. Like, this is the beginning of IP that I can really rock out with for a long time and create multiple versions and, other things and stories. But I'm still working on the actual website. Like, it's still a lot of stuff, like all of these images and stuff I'm creating in Canva, it's banners and different things. And it's like, it's stuff other people are doing. So it's not like, it's just not like, some deep, science or nothing like that. But it does take a lot of thought. You know what I mean? It's everything I'm shooting myself. So all the images and camera, angles and lighting stuff and blah, 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 blah. It's stuff I have to pre-think. I'm like, okay, does that work with this concept of color tones, this and that? So, it's skills you build over time, but this is just a more content focused or value content driven type of website. Like, all of this is going to be in that vein, and then my regular website, my regular music website, built this out. My computer's so old, it don't even have how the website really supposed to look. Yeah, it's supposed to pop up like that. Wait, I don't know if you can see it from here, but whatever. You get it with the picture, this and that. Then you can scroll up and, you see different little angles of different things I'll put there. Again, work with what you got. Don't be like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have the newest thing. Like, yo, just build with what you could build. I figured, a lot of stuff out, just pictures I've been taking, content I've been doing, content of, different stuff that I haven't even used yet. It's just like, I know it's going to be useful here or there. Linked the other website from my music site, all of this. Yeah, so this is what Sovereign Tapes is. Like, just the building phase and the process of figuring things out. And as I get, better and better as a content creator, videographer, storyteller, the story with the process of creation will get better. But I was just like, yo, let me just start where I think it could be, So that's it right now.